Hello folks and welcome back. We're doing our review of Dewar's 12-year aged. You have this bottle and it's getting low, but I think it's enough for our review, and then you have a fresh bottle. All right, now I was doing some research on the Dewar's 12-year, and they said that it was introduced by the 6th generation family member.
I see.
And when that was, I don't know. It could have been in the 1990s, whatever. They didn't give a date. The original white label, well, actually, Dewar's was founded in 1846. The world famous white label was 1899. This might be 1999. I don't know, but it's a double aged, so it's going to cost more. But the Dewar's, just like the Johnny Walker, just like the J&B and all the rest, the Buchanan's, you can go up the ladder. I mean, you start at 25, 35, 45, and you can get up into 200, 250,
Yes.
$300.
Yes.
So
Easily.
so they offer some really premier items. But we're not doing that. We're doing a very nice one, you said.
Yeah.
So how long you been drinking the 12-year, the Dewar's 12-year?
Well,
And and this is Robert,
oh yeah.
and you're originally from Nicaragua.
Yes, I'm originally from Nicaragua. I've lived here in the New Orleans area for over 46 years, and I can call myself a local by having had all the oysters and crawfish that I have. So, my family has been a Scotch drinker all their life. My grandfather, going back to my grandfather, and so I kind of gravitated to that, to Scotch. It is a learned taste. I drank rum too, and that I started drinking it with Coke or Pepsi or those, and I did not find with rum. I only found 3 that I don't even need to add water to it. I mean, add Coke or add even ice. They're so good. But we can do that on, another time.
I have a lot. I have some rums at my house actually. Right.
Good. So, like I said, I've gravitated to scotches, and a friend of mine keeps. His name is Rob. He keeps these 12-year-olds at home, and so whenever we visit, I taste it. I get to enjoy it. And my son also, because he knows that I like scotches, he bought the Blue Label,
Johnny Walker Blue label.
Johnny Walker Blue, and this and Dewar's 12. The Dewar's 12 for every day, Johnny Walker Blue, just for whenever I visit.
Right, the big time.
He doesn't drink it any other time. It's something that we drink together. It's an excellent scotch, and but personally, it's a little on the high side for me for daily consumption. So I've started drinking last week after I made a comparison with Johnny Walker Blue and Dewar's 12 at my son's house when we were visiting in Houston, and I was truly impressed by how smooth and tasty this scotch was. And from a matter of value, I think this pretty much takes on easily the Johnny Walker Blue.
Yeah, because I saw the Blue label yesterday, and for the same size bottle it was $2.69.
Yeah.
Now, I've never had it, so maybe it is really that, but this is much cheaper.
Yeah, I've had it a couple of times. With this friend of mine, we used to work together, and after work he'd have a little tray with glasses and a bottle of blue right there in his office. So after everybody left, I'd go in and we'd sit down and chat, and then be on our way. Just taste a very little amount. And we made that bottle last a long time. And we split the cost just for, but this 12 is it's very apropos for daily drinking, I would think, as well as the Johnny Walker White the Dewar's White that
Dewar's
we
White
did
label,
last time that we recorded this. So, shall we? You want to go and
Okay.
give some info?
First time, folks. The information I found, they just said it was double aged, 12 years. So I would assume that means that the white label is aged 6 years. If they say it's double aged, it's a cork,
Comes with a cork, which is interesting.
and it's a real cork. It's not one of those
Oh,
plastic,
yeah.
plastic corks.
It is real cork.
Trying to
Well,
be
let's
equitable.
let's open the new one. And
We didn't get too much, but we had a little.
it is,
It is owned by Bacardi, believe it or not.
yeah, that is something I really, maybe I was told that once, but
It's common in the beer, wine, and liquor world that you have these buyouts. One company buy another one. It's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
unusual.
yeah.
You get these families, and then they split, and they have grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren. Instead of fighting over who owns it, they just sell it and cash out. Gold prize, 500 medals. Perthshire, Scotland. Aged in hand-selected reserve casks for 12 years, this whiskey has long been admired as the ancestor.
boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh, can you try opening it?
Try. Something fell
It's-
down there.
It's been corked 12 years. There we go.
Came right out. All right.
Oh, that's just
The little
lead-
metal cap. Yeah.
lead cap, yeah.
The decorative cap. All right, that's enough. I
That's
gotta.
enough for you, huh?
I was gonna watch some basketball tonight. I want to remember what I was looking at. All right. So there's not much more to say. They talked about in the white label they use up to 40 different whiskeys. One thing I'll say about 12 year. Remember, some of you know this already. Many of you know this. When they give an age statement, 12 years, that means the youngest whiskey in that blend is 12 years.
That's a good point.
There could be some that are 18, whatever.
Or more, yeah.
Yeah, so the youngest whiskey in that bottle has been in a oak barrel for 12 years, and then it goes up.
Correct.
So think about that. Here we are in 2019, so we're talking about 2007. It was put in a barrel, or longer. All right. So cheers, folks. Wow, the appearance is darker than the white label, as you would imagine, since it's been aging in a charred. And Scotch tends to use old bourbon barrels.
It's interesting, yeah.
The bourbon companies in America send them to
Sell,
Scotland,
yeah.
and they may use those barrels for over 100 years. All right, so the appearance, nice. The aroma, let's see. Take a breath.
It's a little bit stronger than the...
Well, I don't know. I think it's the same proof, right? 80 proof, 40%, yeah?
Yeah, 40%.
It's just the ABV. I mean, it's just the aging is longer. A little bit of that cork broke off in there, but that's all right. We're not.
You want to try a sip?
I'm trying to get a handle on the aroma real quick.
Okay.
Now, with the white label, I noticed that waxy note.
Right.
Here, I'm not noticing it.
Yeah.
Here, and they had intricate, complex tasting notes on the website. I didn't write them down because I said, well, first of all, I don't want to influence what I'm seeing. I'll taste it and see later if it matches what they say. I get honey, a
Yeah,
little
I do.
bit
I do.
honey, yeah, and a little bit of like a orange rind. Like if you took an orange and you just shaved a little bit of the peel off, just the peel. It's faint. And just generalized Scotch whiskey, no smoke, and really no peat. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready, and I know you are. Mmm. I'll let you give your tasting perception first.
Very smooth when you swallow it. While it's in your mouth, it's not biting, and when you swallow it, seems like there's a little bit more bite to it, which fades very rapidly.
Now you see with the white label, I noticed a much stronger grain alcohol underbody, like that corn liquor, maize if you're in Europe. This one, it doesn't have that. It's just more of a bread note. So what, you can make barley bread, you can make wheat bread. So
I just love this. I love them both, but I really like this too.
yeah, a little light caramel, little sugar, a little bit, little light caramel, little sugar. Not really a lot of peat. Nope, no smoke, and I'm not talking about smoked pork like I did with the white label. You know, I was talking about smoked pork. So I think this one is smoother. It's just like almost like a velvety sip. It goes like that, like a very low grade slope. It's not steep. Just it's like you're slowly landing the aircraft.
And the taste lingers on, but none of the bitterness. It's just a nice, pleasant taste. And I don't know that I would put any ice or water to this.
I wouldn't. I don't drink my liquor with any ice or additives. I usually just drink it neat, which to some people they would never dream of doing that. But
well,
drink what you like.
unless they drink something that, well, I must admit, the Johnny Walkers and any whiskey that I've tried before, I always watered it down because I didn't want to not like it. I really wanted to learn to enjoy it, and so I had to take steps. It's like in European countries, they give the children watered down wine so that they can start getting used to that.
Right.
Well, I did basically the same thing when I started to learn to drink scotch. And because I like scotch, I really haven't found a bourbon that I cared for. Not that I've gone out and searched for all the bourbons that may be available to all Canadian whiskeys, but so I've just stayed with what I like and following my granddad's advice, you know.
I think a lot of people are that way. They find their comfort zone. It's a particular brand. They stick with it, and other people will say, "Try this, try that, try that." They say, "No, I'm happy." So there's nothing wrong with that. You got people that have certain beer they like, and they're never going to deviate. Certain wine, they're never going to deviate.
But I will try
You'll
different
try it,
things
yeah.
that someone offers me. Absolutely, I will try it. But I usually go right back to drinking what I'm now drinking. In fact, that's how I started drinking the 12-year-old.
It's very smooth. It's super enjoyable.
Yeah.
The flavor fades away in a moderate way. You know, it doesn't hang around like a pest. It doesn't drop away like, you know, what happened to it.
Well,
you know?
where is it?
It just fades away slowly. So it's you don't get any of that kind of little bit of the harsh grain alcohol that I picked up with the Dewars. But not to say that the white label was bad, because I did give it a 93 out of 100. This one I would score it. That aroma is really appealing. It does have a caramel note, and they were talking about that on the website, and they were saying chocolate and all these other things, and I'm thinking, I don't. But those people at the Dewars Distillery, they probably know a lot more about Scotch than me, and they know you can pick up these little intricate flavors that probably I can't do. But to me,
Bottom line is pleasant.
It's a 95 out of 100. It's a solid A. I can't see why somebody would take exception to it. You might say, well, it's not smoky enough, it's not peaty enough, whatever. But this is what it's designed to be. So there's a plethora of scotches that are super smoky, super peaty, and all of these. So that's the good thing about it. You can just keep trying and trying and trying. You don't run out of options really in a lifetime. So I appreciate you letting me try it, and you had the idea to do the review.
Yeah, but if you like the peaty or something like that, you can always go into the single malts. There is one peaty that don't ask me the name. I'm sorry. I wish I remember it, but it was given to me by my brother-in-law, and I fell in love with it. But it's a little on the high side. He bought it in Scotland. It's in the Isle of Islay, and he didn't like it.
Yeah, I think they
Right
pronounce
off
it.
the bat.
I think they pronounce it Isla,
Isla?
but it's spelled Islay. Yeah, Isla.
Islay, okay.
But he didn't care for it.
He did not. And he said, "You want single malt?" I said, "Yeah, I'll try it." So he gave me some, and I said, "Yeah, I really like this. It's nice, peaty taste, and it's not peaty. It's seaweed taste to
Seaweed taste.
Yeah, I mean, and smoky for sure. And they I don't know how they prepared. I liked it, and I'm sure anybody that listens to this, they'll know exactly which one it is. I'm referring to, because it hits you, bang, and you either hate it or love it.
I don't know. There's thousands. It seems like
Yeah.
there must be thousands of these single malt Scotch, and then there's thousands of the blended. So it's hard to pin them down. But it is like a little adventure. So you just keep drinking through the adventure,
Absolutely.
so to speak. So thanks for coming up with this idea.
Yeah.
And you stopped me on the street. Hey, we ought to try. And I said, I like that idea. I'll try and try. So thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
So
And
cheers.
to all your viewers.
Thank you for letting me try this Dewar's 12-year. It's a dynamite product, and Soleil Le Bon Ton Relais, an A Scotch, blended Scotch, and we're going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.
Man, it's sweeter the more you drink it. I don't know. Okay.
It could be too sweet. You drink too much.
No, it'll never be too sweet.